What's up, guys? David Land here, and welcome to every conceivable way to lose a NASCAR Heat race. We're here in Texas after a disappointing Martinsville, in which well, you can just look at the title and probably figure out how exactly I lost that race. But you might want to watch it. It's a pretty fun race. Unfortunately, just one of them racing deals where I didn't finish the job. But here we are in qualifying at Texas. We haven't been here since the good old Duck Commander 400, the most embarrassing name to say in all of racing. And that was a night race. Pretty sure this is a daytime race. So it's going to be fairly interesting, especially considering that the AI always seem to crash in the tri-oval here. So we're going to be looking to get a really good starting position and not have to worry about any of that nonsense. And hopefully we can actually take our first win of the season. The 1.5 milers are good because we have really good fuel mileage, which helps us run longer than everybody else. It helps us lead laps, and hopefully be able to work our strategy to be able to outlast the rest of the field and win the race on strategy. And right now, the strategy is not working out. We are well off the pace. Looks like about 0.8 of a second behind the pole man Kevin Harvick at the moment. In fact, we're quite a few seconds, or quite a few tenths off of even David Reagan. So our car not doing too hot right now. Let's see if I can improve. That's not going to help me improve going through the grass there. Let's try to go flat out here since we kind of screwed up the entrance there. I don't think Texas is flat out, especially now that we kind of are making more power than we used to. But we'll have to wait and see here. Going to turn 3, so I can hold it wide open. Oh, maybe I can hold it wide open. Understeering a little bit. We can hit the wall on the exit. Nope, the car hooked up. Okay, let's improve. Let's improve. Let's improve. Nope, still no true improvement. We gained another 10th. All right, flat out into turn 1. Car is understeering into the wall. Dang. Maybe, just maybe, well, we got run over by the AI. And Keselowski almost goes around. Not quite. I guess we can kind of run the apron here at Texas. Alright, let's see if we can make one more lap, and then I'm just going to sim it because it's kind of pointless. Wow, look how much more straight line speed he had. Just came up there and slammed me, and that ain't gonna work. So this race will be fun. Alright, let's just sim the AI results and fight. Wow, 40th. Wow, we haven't had a qualifying time that bad in a very long time. So they're gonna make a start from the back and have to work through the wildness here at Texas. So here we go.
It's time for NASCAR on NBC. Today, the Sprint Cup Series returns to Texas Motor Speedway for the AAA Texas 500. I'm Rick Allen, and they say everything is bigger in Texas. Well, for 8 drivers, the stakes don't get any bigger than this. With just 2 races to go before a champion is crowned, it's time to pull out all the stops. Let's get to the racing.
Triple A! I haven't been able to do that in a while. I might be kind of losing my Elio. Oh. I forgot what the shift button is. I'm used to playing. I played Forza last night and I just got screwed up there. Well, that's good. I also noticed that Bobby Labonte is in an alternate scheme. Not really sure why. I didn't think I downloaded any Bobby Labonte DLC because he's got a Ford. And all the free DLC is Toyota DLC, and I'm not paying for paint schemes. I'll pay for classic cars, I'll pay for Mid-Ohio or Most Sport, but I will not pay for paint schemes. Just a little word of advice there to DMI. I'm sure they're watching. I'm sure they're watching with bated breath. But we're finally catching back up here to the field after me forgetting how to shift on the initial start there. We haven't had any wild craziness in the dog leg yet. I'm sure that's coming. And I'm not really sure if this is really going to work out for us in terms of... I guess we'll get really good fuel mileage because we're so slow. But outside of that, I'm not sure this race is going to go particularly well. I guess it's going to be the main objective for this race, to me at least, is just stay on the lead lap, I think. Stay on the lead lap and hope it works out. And that's not helping matters. Nope. And that's, well, that's a wall glitch. Haven't seen that in a while. And I wonder how badly damaged the car is. Not too badly damaged. That was not really how I wanted to start this thing out. But I guess it's par for the course. I always dive the car into the corner on the low side and hope it works out, and it never seems to. Maybe I should start running the high line a bit more. But we got 81 laps to go, so I don't think it's going to be too difficult to make some gains here. I'm kind of hoping that the AI screw up now, because it would definitely help matters a bit. I wonder if they're going to slow down either. That's another thing I'm kind of wondering if it's going to happen or not. Because it seems like the AI will only rubber band if it's going to annoy you, meaning speed up rather than slow down. I guess they're slowing down because I can already see them in turn 1. So we'll be able to catch the AI pretty quickly here, get back up there. And it looks like we're just about flat out here. Maybe a little bit of a lift there to keep the car centered. And again, this is not really helping the old lead lap goal, because I'm sure the back of the field, or the front of the field, will be catching the back of the field very quickly. But you just never know. I'm surprised. I'm guessing they patched the AI here at Texas so they don't crash anymore. That sure was fun when they used to crash constantly. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. But no fun for you. The game cannot be fun. It's a scientific impossibility. We give a little bit of a lift into turn number 3. Just try to keep the car off the wall, since we've already hit it once. We don't need to hit it again. 78 to go. Ah, bloody hell. Alright, there we go. Okay. Stay off of the grass. And it looks like Chris Buescher's having trouble here, slowing the whole field down. Make a bit of a crazy move there to...
All clear.
Come on, car. Alright. Well, I tried to be a hero and saw myself become the villain. But, that was... I really wish I would have planned that move a little bit better going into, or coming out of turn number 2, because if I had swept down without losing control of the car, really would have made up a lot of time, and it would have been an impressive move. Could have put it in my MLG compilation for, you know, the MLG NASCAR. Could have been a big esports star, but I screwed up. I blew it. I blew my chance. Alright, let's go around the outside here of Dibby and net the threat. And okay. Start moving up here. We got 76 to go. 1976, Freedom America. Oh, we spun, oh shoot, we spun Michael McDowell. I think we've spun Michael McDowell in about every race that's happened so far. Still no caution, as you would expect at this point, but I feel like still pointing it out. I do wonder how the next NASCAR game is going to work with the kind of silly segment rules they're putting in place. Like, it's going to be kind of stupid, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, it's going to be stupid in real life too, but I mean, it's going to be especially stupid in the game because most people are going to run really short races. I mean, I'm one of the people, I'm like one of the only people, I think, on YouTube that runs races of any significant length. So I guess my races will be the most realistic, but like the people who run like 10-lap races on this game, are they gonna have segment breaks every like 3 laps? I don't know. I think that's gonna really make the gameplay horrible, slow it down significantly at least. But who knows? Maybe it'll all work out. This is weird. I don't know. What is with our Texas car? Thought we had a super speedway car, and yet we're on the struggle bus so far.
Still there?
Just is not going very fast. It's weird. I didn't really think of Texas as a power track, but I guess it is. That's been our real... Ooh, that's close. It's been our problem. It's power. Just haven't been as fast down the straightaways as the rest of the AI cars are. You're going to see evidence of it here. We're in a draft of Labonte. Well, I guess we'll be able to pull by. I thought Castle was going to be able to pass us, despite the fact that we had a draft. Oh, wow, I almost turned down into landing Castle. Nope. And that is a crash with no yellow.
There's a wreck in third
Yeah,
four.
it's me. Well, there's Michael McDowell, who also crashed and didn't get a yellow. I made the mistake of going side by side with the AI in the tri-oval. You never want to do that. You can't do it at Charlotte, and you obviously can't do it at Texas either. For some reason, Joey Logano is back here. I do not know why.
Clear low.
Is he the leader? Wow, the car is completely destroyed. No, he is the leader. So the whole lapped, don't get lapped thing is not working out either. But thankfully, the rubber banding came back on. So now Joey, somehow the 40th place car is pulling away from the 39th place car is pulling away from the first place car, despite the fact that the 39th place car slammed the wall heavily. But screw logic. Okay, let's go around Michael McDowell. Around the outside we go. No problem.
Clear.
And we just got to start overtaking all the cars we overtake before. But this time do it with horrible damage.
Fuel.
Oh, I guess the fuel alarm is on. So I guess I'll come into the pits, despite the fact that everybody else is not coming into the pits. So I guess I have now terrible fuel mileage too. Wow, fantastic. I'm putting a ton of tape on the grill. I don't know why, just kind of felt like doing it. No real reason not to, aside from the fact that I'll probably blow the engine up, but whatever. I've probably already damaged it from getting into the wall. So now, apparently, yeah, we definitely have crap fuel mileage and crap speed now. What on earth is going on with this package, man? What we have at Texas is just terrible. It's weird because this is you'd think we'd be as fast as we were at Charlotte, but that's not turning out to be the case. It's turning out to be that this car is terrible at this track. Slow, not fuel efficient. It's kind of like a Chevy Suburban, except for it's a Ford. But cars coming into the pits now. It's not like we're really going to make any time up either, that's the problem. And you can see the aerodynamics are terrible on the car. The grill tape's helping a little bit though. But as you can see, the, oh no. Well, unfortunately, it appears I'm going to blow the engine up. But that'll be interesting. I've always tried to blow the engine up in this game, and I haven't been able to do it. But the temperature is very high right now. So let's see if we even... Oop, almost lost it there. Let's see if we damage the engine at all. Running flat out with 85% tape at Texas. Definitely... Yep. I think the game will bring out a yellow anytime you're about to blow up your engine, so you pit. I'm 2 laps down. Great. I got the lucky... Wait a second. How is... What? What? How did I get the free pass?
The race is going green.
And everybody else got lap... What? Okay, so I'm 10th.
Clear low.
Not sure how that works out. Okay, kids. Go to the Robbie Gordon School of Driving. If things aren't working out for you, intentionally try to blow up your engine. Then the game will reward you for your ingenuity. Ooh. And then you'll immediately lose that
There's a wreck in
again because you will just randomly lose control on the straightaway. What happened? I could play this game. I actually was able to play it the last 2 races, and now, or last 4 races really, and now everything's gone to crap. What is going on here? Okay. well, back all on my lonesome. I took a lot of the tape off the grill too. I went from 85% to 45%. So hopefully that at least solves the problem of the oil temperature going through the roof. Can we get a scorecard up here at some point? Okay. So we're 22 seconds ahead of Austin Dillon, 6 seconds behind Michael Annett. We were chasing Michael Annett at Martinsville too, which is kind of weird. Can't seem to get away from him. In fact, I wonder who's leading this race, considering that Michael McDowell and Michael Annett are the two guys ahead. It's probably Logano still, I would guess. But maybe, I mean, I've been shocked before. I've been surprised before. Unfortunately, it looks like Austin Dillon's at least closing in a bit. It was 22 seconds, now it's 21. We're just going to have to wait and see what the traffic's going to look like once we get back up there. It's still lapping in the 31s. I don't even think I did a 30-second lap in qualifying, or a lap in the 30s, I should say. I think it was all 31, so I don't know what the problem is with the car. I don't know why it's so dog slow. But it is, and it's fuel inefficient as well. I think it's probably because it's more or less a flat-out track. So when the engine's constantly screaming, you lose the fuel efficiency. You don't get to lift off as much. At the tracks where we have to lift off a lot, except for that doesn't work because Talladega is a flat-out track and we got amazing fuel mileage there. I don't know. Texas is all screwed up. Why is this track different than the rest of the tracks? I feel like DMI messed with more things than just fixing the AI crashing in the dogleg. Which again, I'm depressed that they got rid of, because that was kind of fun. It was funny to watch them crash. It made the races very unpredictable. And isn't that what NASCAR wants? Isn't that why they do the segments now, or are going to do the segments as of the time of recording this video? Make the races unpredictable. Make it exciting. But patch out the AI crashing. That's not fun. That's not unpredictable. Whatever. Okay, so we're barely gaining on these people ahead. I guess the game does not want me to be in 9th place. It's punishing me by making me not be able to catch up to the guys in front. We're still just kind of stuck in what Marty Reed would call lockstep. Because they're not really gaining on Annett at all. 4.8. The gap is just holding steady at 4.8. Now it goes out to 4.9 because we're on a straightaway. Probably go back to 4. Yep, 4.8 in the corners because we're actually able to go fast through the corners because we have a car that handles really well. But outside of that, no bueno, because it just drives very slowly on the straightaway. Get it down to the corner there. Gaining a little bit more now. Hopefully we don't get passed by Dillon or Kenseth in this stint. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. As long as we can do that, we're alright. 50 laps to go, so I believe it's like 30 down. I think this was an 80 lap race or 82 laps or something like that. Ooh, right next to the wall. Little too much there. And there are definitely cars going 3 wide ahead of us. If we could just get back up there, we might actually be able to do something about it. But at the moment, we're kind of, once again, on the struggle bus, trying to get up to the field, or at least to the field. Be able to race with these old boys. Just a little bit of a lift there. Center of the corner. Make darn sure it's not going to impact the wall on the exit. There we go. Slide the car going into the corner. See if it stays down. Let's see if it stays down. Flat out, not lifted. Yeah, alright, that worked. Busher back into the pits. He was like 4 laps down earlier in the race. And there are more cars in the pits as well. It looked like maybe Kurt Busch and Ryan Newman. I think Ryan Newman had some trouble earlier. I think he came into the pits earlier. and is one of those drivers who loses a ton of laps because they need to make repairs to the car or whatever. So we won't have to worry about him the rest of the race. The gap is now 14 seconds between myself and Austin Dillon. It's still 4.4 between myself and Annette. Looks like Reagan's the first car ahead of us. He's technically a lap car, but he's able to go up. Car on the wall. Car on the wall. We're going to get a yellow. Sometimes the game gives a really late yellow. Back in turn 2, it's actually the guy giving the command there. It was Bobby Labonte getting into the wall. We didn't gain a position, so Labonte was obviously off of the pace anyway. And we got no caution, so okie dokie. We'll continue on. Into turn number 1 once again. Still nothing. No real gains. In fact, we've lost a bit. I think I kind of screwed up turn 3 on the last lap because of the fact that Bobby Labonte was going very slowly and he was up in the wall, and you know, you generally don't want to mess with a car that's just hit the wall. But that means it's going to be a race of attrition because there's at least 3 cars in the pit lane right now and in enacting repairs. And Chris Buescher earlier had his trouble. 6 laps to go on the fuel, and it already feels like the tires are going away a bit. This race is actually 84 laps. Wow. Okay. That's the long race at Texas. Just what I wanted to do. 5.2. Yeah, we're losing time to Annette. Yeah, with 44 laps to go, it'll probably... Oh, we might have to stop twice. Unfortunately, at the end of this thing. I need a splash. It's going to be close. Depending on yellows and such, it's definitely going to be close. But at least now when we come into the pits, we'll be on the lead lap. And just as long as we don't get caught out by a yellow while we're still, when we get lapped after the pit stop, should be good. But I'm expecting to get caught out because it always happens in this game. Things never seem to go your way, and then or when you think they're going to start going your way, they throw the yellow after not throwing it for like a car flipping down the main straightaway or something. Will in fact probably lose positions to Dillon and Harvick there because they're kind of closing in anyway once the pit sequence cycles through. But you never know. We'll definitely have to race him though, and we'll probably definitely lose that race. Looks like Logano's in the pits, so he's the first of the leaders to peel off. So we'll gain a position and go up to 8th. We're just kind of holding station here for sure. Haven't really gained on Annette, but we haven't really lost too much to Annette either. Lost probably a second, and that's because the tires are really going away. And I guess we'll pit this time by. Come on, alright, the car got slowed down. I don't even care that I'm kind of doing a really sloppy and slow pit entrance. Alright, Kyle can pass me, whatever, but we got in. Alright, the official stop number 2 is going on. 4 tires, fuel, all that good stuff. And we should be out here in just a second. We're going to see where we cycle around on the pit strategy. Lots of cars coming in, as you would expect. 4 tires are done. Fuel is done. We almost beat Larson out. Good work by the crew there. But just as I predicted, there is Kevin Harvick, making life a little bit difficult. Now let's see if we can road course this thing on the flat. Our short track game is really good, and it's all right there. Ooh, we almost got runned over by AJ Allmendinger there coming out of the pit. So 32nd on the pit cycle. And Harvick's going to really make things difficult for us, as well as Stenhouse. Try not to get let a car go on the inside of me in the dog leg. That's what we don't want to do.
All clear. Car low.
Ooh, that was close. Ooh, doggies. That was a bit close. And for some reason, he was really fast and then he slowed down. Don't know what's going on there with Stenhouse. But whatever. Kane came out of the pits in 7th? How is that possible? How am I in 27th? And Kane pitted. And he's ahead of me. By that much. That's very confusing. Are we a lap down? How did that happen? This game, man. How did Kane get out of the pit so easily? How did he get out so quickly? How did he get out of the pit so fast? Did he just drive through or something? Is he pitting this time by? That would make sense. No? Okay. I'm very confused how that worked out.
Car high.
Here comes Harvick by, and absolutely nothing I'm going to be able to do with Kevin here.
Stay low.
He's just going to drive right around the outside. And down the back straightaway he goes. The rubber band is springing into action here because of the fact that the pit stops have cycled around, and now we are running way higher than the game thinks we should be.
Car high.
Around goes Chase Elliott. Almost pushed me into the grass because I broke the rule of not being side by side with the AI cars in the dog leg, but now we're going to go underneath Chase Elliott. A little bit of bumping and banging there. All's fair in love and war, I suppose. What's he doing in 6th? Why are we a lap down? I do not understand this at all. Where did these cars come from that are lapping me?
Still there.
So Kenseth is on the lead. What? I don't even know anymore. I don't know how... First of all, I don't know how Kane got out of the pits in 6th without losing as much time as we did. I do not understand. How is he a lap up on everybody? How are he and Chase Elliott, and presumably 4 other cars, how are they all a lap up on the field? How did that happen? It's very confusing. Green flag pit stops are just a weird thing in this game. I guess that's why they always call yellows after, I would guess, is to cover up kind of this sloppiness where it's like, what? How does that even work strategy-wise? I would guess, anyway. I don't have the hard facts to back it up, but if I had to make an educated guess, that's why you normally see yellows after green flag pit stops, or especially after your green flag pit stop. But whatever. That's weird. 13 laps on fuel, and we got 33 to go, so we'll be pitting with around 20 laps to go, assuming the fuel mileage isn't complete garbage. Then we should be able to make it to the end.
Car high.
So now I'm just kind of allowing cars to pass me because it looks like Kyle Larson just got up into the wall. Is that going to bring out a yellow? Well, he just wrecked Chase Elliott there, but no caution. So we stay green. Chase Elliott didn't even get taken out in that. He got hit, but he didn't get taken out. So we'll continue on. Continue on. And again, I'm just going to let these guys pass me. Well, I was trying to let them pass me, but Kyle Busch decided to run into me for no reason. Come on, car.
Still there.
You're so slow. Boy, I do not know what the problem is with the car. It is just painfully slow. Painfully slow. Just very, very far off the pace. Shockingly bad in some ways. So we know what track we're not going to win at for a very long time. Definitely Texas. So 30 to go. Ooh.
Car low.
Gotta stay off that grass too. Gonna get passed by Dale Earnhardt Jr. And let's see here. If I can find the right menu, there we go. So cousin retired Edwards is gonna probably pass us, and then Greg Biffle as well, probably. We'll probably be like 25th by the end of the stint, I would guess. We're running so slow. Then again, people coming into the pits, there could be some things. I think we've gained some positions in this stint by cars coming into the pits, so who knows how it's going to work out. Here comes the retiree. Gotta be careful with Carl Edwards. He might hit me with his rocker. Underneath goes Edwards, and through goes Edwards. He will not strike me with his rocker today. 28 to go as we slide the car into the corner in turn 1. The front tires, of course, are going away like they always seem to do here at Texas. Not sure really how to combat that either. Let's see if we can find the laps to go. That's fuel. Laps to go. We got 57 of 84 complete. We'll get laps to go at the line here in a second because I don't want to do mental math. Mental math never works out while you're race car driving. And okay, 27 to go. And fuel is at 7, so my initial calculation of lap 20 when we're going to make our 20 laps to go is proving to be correct, at least at the moment. We'll see if it actually works out that way. And here comes the Biff. Coming up behind me. Car into the pits. Did we gain that position? Oh, yellow. Do I pit? I don't think I'm going to, because I think I want to get my lap back, because if I pit, I won't be able to make it to the end. So we're gonna chance it and not pit. So we didn't get the lap back either. Exactly who is on the lead lap in this race? Oh well. David Hoots put it out, so whatever. Somebody got a lucky dog. Alright. Oh, shoot. Bring out the yellow, bring out the yellow, bring out the yellow, bring out the yellow. Can't believe you have to do that in this game. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to pit. Alright, so now we restart in a much more realistic position of 29th. Here we go. Alright, so let's not get doglegged this time by the AI. And we're going to get passed from behind by a bunch of guys who got a wave around under that yellow. An unfortunate byproduct of our needing to bring out the yellow. Well, okay. Trevor Bain just put us in the wall. Ryan Ellis is running 9th. Hamlin's 11th. How many days till Daytona, Denny? Somebody remind me. And everybody's going around. I'm in the wall. Danica. Okay. Oh, 35th. I think we finished 35th every single race. Let's try to not finish 35th this time. How about that? So we got 17 laps to go. And we'll see then. My mental math skills are embarrassing. Embarrassingly bad. I would not have passed the 3rd grade if I had to take it again. So 17 laps on the fuel. And as we come around, there's 16 laps to go. So we can more or less make it. I'm not going to pit again. And if David Reagan would get out of my way, that would be most advantageous. So I'm refusing to pit. If it runs out, it runs out. I do not care at this point. In fact, you couldn't even convince me to pit for a green-white checker at this point. But we're up to 34th, and hopefully can actually start passing some of these people who would hopefully be for position, but Danica's definitely not. She's 19th. So theoretically, she's on the lead lap. Or on some lap. Not really sure how any of this is working at the moment. And I got put in the wall, of course. because there's just a big gaggle of cars I'm not going to be able to pass. Yeah, if you guys wanted to wreck in the tri-oval, this would be the time to do it. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong they didn't patch it out. Prove me wrong.
Still there?
Yeah, they definitely patched it out. But anyway. Okay, so 3 wide. This'll probably work. This'll probably work wonders.
Still there?
Passing a bunch of 16th place cars with a 34th place car. And around the outside, can we stick it around here? Can we keep going? Can we get that draft? A little bit of draft there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. They almost wrecked. But they didn't. Because I think they patched it out. Telling you. They patched it out. Okay, let's see if we can make a move here around the outside. Is Busher on the lead lap? No, he's not. Okay, good. Oh, cars in the pits. Oh, there are cars running into each other. We're breaking the golden rule here. But we had to do it, and we actually pulled it off, surprisingly. Spin out McFlurry there, or almost spin out McFlurry. Unsuccessfully spin out McFlurry. It was pointless as well because McFlurry is in 12th place on the lead lap. Okay, just right around the wall, right along the wall until the car gets stable again. Oh, bloody hell. Back to 34th. Somehow I lost positions. Oh, this is going awful. Okay, hold your line, hold your line, hold your line. Did not run into Danica. 10 laps to go, 12 laps of fuel. Hey, I may have enough for green my checker even if it happens. Okay, come on, car. Come on, car. Come on, car. Ooh, look at that run. Look at that run. That was sexy. No, it wasn't, because Stenhouse just decided to wreck me. Literally just decided to wreck me. Come on, come on, come on. There are cars peeling off. So many cars in the pits now. But are they for position? We're 3 wide in the dog leg. That ain't going to work. Somehow, Tony Stewart decided to back out there. Glad he did. Okay, Regan Smith, you are looking very overtakeable. Which we will be able to do. Maybe. There are cars also coming out of the pits, which may create some chaos here in turn 3. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to pass Ryan Ellis, but here come more cars into the pits, and none of them are on my lap. So it's not a position I gained. Well, no, there are some cars coming out of the pits. Denny, yeah, those are cars for position, I think. Otherwise, I just passed somebody on track, which also may have been for position. I don't really know anymore. Okay, now we get around McFlurry. Now we get around McFlurry. Okay, we're actually doing this. A little bit. Everybody having to pit is really helping me out tremendously. It's thinning out the field, and it's my car's kind of coming alive here in the second half of the stint. So if we can get around Jones here for 23rd, we're in really good shape because I think we've got 25th place money from a sponsor. I did try for a top 10 and a lead lap. Lead a lap. English will come eventually to me. But none of those money things are going to happen, so it's obviously going to have to be at 25th here that I'm going to have to pick up. Oh, I've already gotten it. It's up to 22nd. How many laps have we got to go here? We got 7 to go and 8 laps of fuel. So the fuel economy's coming back, which is always good, but the car washes out into the wall, which is no bueno. I lose all the momentum I had previously. So who's coming in this time? Surely there's going to be somebody. Yeah, Boyer, so we gain another position. Maybe a couple, depending on where Larson is in the field. I don't know if I gain positions or not. More cars coming out. Do we gain positions here? Nope. So we're lapping them. And 5 laps to go. Did he say 5 laps to go? I guess so. Now we're at 7 laps of fuel, so I don't need to look at that anymore. Hey, look at this. So Mike Lynette, Casey Mears, and none of them are coming into the pits. I wonder if they will have to pit. I'm leaning on the side of no, they're not going to have to pit. So 4 to go, essentially, all things considered. Well, we are catching Kyle Larson, though. Kyle Larson is for position. He's coming out of the pits. He's probably going to be on fresh tires, so we may not be able to catch him unless he just did fuel only. We're not going to know, but obviously he's pulling away, so he obviously probably did put on tires that last stop. And now here comes Hamlin, so we come up to 3 laps to go. You have to remember I'm a lap down if you're looking at that chart and saying, what's going on here? So Hamlin's going to go around. There's no reason to fight with Hamlin. I want the cash. I don't want the glory of beating Denny Hamlin to 18th position. But he may be able to help draft a little bit. You never know. And actually, if a green-white checker were to come out, I think I've got enough fuel saved for it. So that's working out pretty well. Here comes the Biff around. Just let him around. No reason to fight too hard. So we should be coming around for the white flag the next time by. And we'll just finish this thing. It's not a glorious race at Texas. These are the kind of races that are kind of recovery races. You have to make that recovery sometimes when your car is not performing the way you'd like it to. And it looks like this is going to be one of those races. We're going to earn some cash. In fact, we're going to earn more cash in this race than we would have at Talladega or Martinsville, races that we led. So, you know, it's weird to think about the day you have a crap car, you actually do better than the day you don't have one. You've got a car to win. So here we come around the final corner, and we'll move on to the last 2 races of the season with at least a little bit of cash in our pocket. So a 20th place finish, 1 lap down, not exactly the most spectacular finish in the entire world, but again, we earned some money. Keselowski won over Logano, Johnson, and Elliott. So let's take a look at that hard-earned dinero. And 49 from a 20th place finish, plus I think it's 12 and a half. No additional sponsorship. I guess I didn't have it set for 25th. It must have been 15th. But oh well, 61 grand, pretty good payday. Let's take a look at the point standings. I don't think we gained anything from a 20th place finish. Nope, still 30th. We got 20 points to gain on Paul Menard before we get up there. So from Texas, we're going to move on to Phoenix, where the winner can take home $100,000 at the Can-Am 500. Let's take a look at the chase grid going into Phoenix because it's going to matter for the round of 4. So Newman's already in there with a win. Did he take a win? Or is he just up so far in the points that he's mathematically safe? I guess he won at some point, so well, I must have missed that. But anyway, Logano, Johnson, and Edwards are the 4 who are in at the moment. Hamlin, Elliott, Earnhardt, and Busch are the ones out. So, hope to see you at Phoenix. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it, and we will see you in the next video at Phoenix.